Hey guys, welcome back, or welcome if this is your first time here to Randa's Budgets. I am Randa, and today we are going to be doing our weekly cash stuffing. So thank you all so much for stopping by and hanging out with me for that. We are a little bit behind in our cash stuffing, so this is actually basically 2 weeks worth, because last week I should have been cash stuffing for the week before. So this week's cash stuffing should have been from last week. But I did not get my weekly cash stuffing done last week for the week before, and I was actually off all last week. Unintentionally, but some family things came up, so I was off all last week. So this is basically 2 weeks worth of cash stuffing. And so it's not going to be a whole lot. It's going to be just enough to cover what I need to cover, because I don't know if you guys watched the video or not. It seems like there was a glitch with it, but I did finish my debt binder a week before last, and I completed like $400 some that I saved in my debt binder. But after being off all last week, I decided that instead of putting that $400 some towards debt, I actually kept it to make sure that I'd get my bills paid off and pull out just enough cash that I need for my cash envelopes to make it through okay. Because last week was not a planned week off at all, but thanks to saving that money that I had saved to put towards debt, thanks for that money, or thanks to having that money, it made it where all my bills got paid and I still have the money I need to cash stuff. So yeah, you guys, it's amazing how little things like that work out for the better. I mean, am I a little bit bummed that I didn't get $400 more paid off on debt? Yeah, but the reassurance that everything still got paid is a much better feeling. So I'm just thankful for that. So anyways, so for this week, we are going to be cash stuffing a total of 20, 40, 60, 80, 1, 20, 40, 60, 80, 90. So 190 is what we are going to be cash stuffing this week. And it is just going to be pretty much the bare minimum, you guys. So I'm not doing anything with my groceries. My husband is nice enough that he's going to cover groceries, just to ensure that I do have enough money for everything. But my taxes is going to get 140. Got 20, 40, 60, 80, 20, 40. Because I usually put at least $60 to $70 in here per week. So 140 should be able, catch me up for the last 2 weeks. So we got 20, 40, 60, 81, 20, 40. So now in our taxes, which will go to that tax payment I have to make every month, we now have 100, 20, 40, 60, 80, 2, 20, 40, 60, 70. Wow, 270. All right. I guess I didn't need to do that much on taxes, but I know that I have the payment now, so that is awesome. Okay, so that's my taxes. The next thing we are going to be doing is our 2025. This fun little, this fun savings challenge came from Judy over at Save with Judy on YouTube. She has a YouTube channel and an Etsy shop. This is a free download on her YouTube channel. It will save $300 at the end of the year, which is $25 a month. So love, love, love this challenge. I started early. I completed November and December last year, just because I want to complete it by October. And you guys, look at how close we are. We're going to be doing 2 icons, so we'll finish here, and we're stopping here. So we only have like 2 more full rows plus some, and we'll be done with this already. Can you guys believe that? That seems crazy. But we're going to do 2 icons today. So we're going to put $10 in here. Going to do our little yellow dots. And let's do a blue and a pink. I think that will look really pretty, I hope. So how have you guys all been? I hope you're doing okay. So yeah, a week ago from this last Saturday, my husband and I, well, actually, we went over Friday evening to help my parents, do some stuff at their place because they've got like a homestead, so they have lots of chickens and rabbits and goats and things, and they've been trying to get fencing done and trying to get things set up for the rabbit or, for the chickens and stuff because they've got chicks and they're needing to move them around and things like that. So we went over, to help them out weekend before last. And Saturday, my mom started not feeling the best. That she was just super tired and not feeling right and all this stuff. And within 2 hours of her saying that, she went out, you guys. She was like, I'd say asleep, but she wasn't asleep. I don't know what happened, but she was out of it. Non-responsive at all. It was pretty scary. So we ended up taking her to the hospital or to the emergency room Saturday. And they kept her there until Wednesday afternoon. And my dad had just had some skin cancer surgery on his eye, so he couldn't bend over or anything like that, pick up anything heavy, anything like that for a while because of his eye surgery. So my mom's in the hospital and they have, chickens and goats and rabbits, and you have to milk the goat twice a day and everything else. So I ended up staying at their place all week last week. Canceled my dogs and stayed there all week to make sure everything was okay. She is doing much better, thankfully. They originally thought it was a stroke when we first brought her in, which was terrifying. But thankfully it wasn't a stroke. It was just a couple of infections that just hit her at once out of nowhere. So super scary, but she is back home. My dad is fully released and doing much better now too. She's recovering, and yeah, so my husband and I just came back to our house Sunday evening, this last Sunday evening, and we were back home for maybe 4 hours before it's time to go to bed and then start the work week and everything else on Monday. So it's been a week, you guys, but it's been as bad as it sounds. It's kind of been a fun week too. Once my mom came out of the hospital and was home and doing better, we got to spend a lot more time together and joke and laugh, and it really felt good, to be kind of not back home with my parents, but to spend that just quality time with them and not having to worry about, leaving to go home at a certain time or anything. It was nice, you guys. It was time well spent. But anyways, that's why I'm kind of a week behind on my videos, a week behind on financial stuff, but like I said, thankfully I had that $400 from, my debt binder that was able to hold me over, so it all works out, you guys. So, getting back on track here, we are putting $10 into our 2025 savings challenge, so we now have 160. So we are officially over halfway there, so that is awesome. And that is it. And last we are doing is our Christmas money, you guys, because I really don't want to get behind in the Christmas, because that is something I'm trying to really make it a point to save in to make sure I have the $1,000 saved by the end of the year for Christmas, at least $1,000. So this is 12 months of savings. This came from the Saving Butterfly. She has a YouTube channel and an Etsy shop. It will save $1,000 at the end of the year. Okay, let me find my little placeholder here. And we are putting in $40 because I try to do between $20 to $25 a week. So we're catching up on 2 weeks. So we're putting $40 in there. So let's see. Do 10 minus 9 minus 7 minus 7. 40 minus 10 minus 9 minus 7 goes with $14 minus 7. Okay, so I know I want to, let me find a pink eraser here. It's 6 minus 8 minus 9 minus 10 minus 7. There we go. 19 plus 8 plus 6 plus 7. It's $40. Okay. So we can do all these butterflies. Don't mind me, you guys. I'll get there eventually. I am terrible at math, you guys. I mean, I'm not too awful bad at it, you know, when I have time to think and sit alone, but I feel like I'm pressured when I'm on the camera, and when I'm pressured, it's like my mind just goes, bleh, we're not gonna compute. I heard I'm not sure who it was, because I was actually watching another budgeting video. I want to say it might have been, well, I don't know who it was, but I know they even said that too, of like how, you know, it's like as soon as that record button comes on, it's like the mind just goes, beep, I'm shutting off now. And I laughed and I thought, you know, that is so totally accurate. For me anyways, because that is how my mind feels. Okay, so 80 minus 7 minus 8. So that means we only have $15. So we should have 65 in here now. 20, 40, 65. And we do. We have $65 in May. That's awesome. So like I said, another $15 and May will be complete, and then we'll start on June. And I got an early start on this one as well. I completed November and December's already, and I'm trying to get ahead so that way we can save even more than $1,000 if possible. But we'll see. All right, you guys, that is it. I do have my self-care binder, but I haven't even been writing anything down. Like I said, everything, you know, because everything's just kind of up in the air, because I spent all last week with my parents, which was not planned. You know, it's funny. A little story here, why not? Usually when I pack up a bag to go anywhere, like say, you know, 2 days, like my parents' house, we're going to stay Friday night, Saturday night. So I needed a change of clothes for, you know, Saturday and Sunday. And usually, even if it's only like 2 or 3 days, I will take, you know, 2 or 3 short sleeves, 2 or 3 long sleeves, you know, extra pairs of underclothes and things like that, and multiple jackets, and, you know, a book to read or something to do for fun. I always pack way too much. And so when I was packing my bag to go to my parents' house for this weekend, I actually only packed 2 short sleeves and a hoodie. So I had the short sleeve I was wearing, 2 short sleeves and a hoodie, and 1 extra pair of pants. And so that I had to continually wash clothes for the whole week, because that's all the clothes I had. And that's all I brought. I didn't bring a book or anything fun to do or nothing. So it's like, well, it's a good reason why I always pack so much extra, to know that I'm covered just in case anything happens. But anyways, you guys, yeah, it was scary, but I'm so glad my mom is okay. And in retrospect, it actually ended up being, you know, a nice week. I got to spend a lot of quality time with her and my dad both. Got to experience what she goes through with taking care of all of her animals. Oh my goodness. I do not think I'd be cut out for that, because it was just a lot of work, especially with cleaning out the brooders for the chickens and carrying the buckets and the jugs of water and everything. It's like, nope, not for me. But, you know, it just made me really respect what she does a lot more. So anyways, you guys, thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for listening to me ramble and my story talking. And yeah, hope you're all doing well, and I look forward to seeing you guys in the next one. Thank y'all so much. Bye.